The busy holiday season is coming.
But as you get into the festive spirit, don't forget to stop and spend some time with your friends.
Welcome to Talk of the Town, everyone. This month, we catch up with several of our favorite people. Grammy Booth gets us in the kitchen to bake a pumpkin pie.
Chef John Hunt pairs gourmet-flavored popcorn with wine.
And Kitchen Chemistry's Lisa Deemer takes us to Pocono Soap, where we whip up some fun creations.
But first, we honor our men and women in the military this month and celebrate Veterans Day.
Our good friend Mark Bayless opened the Valor Clinic in Monroe County 5 years ago. He wanted to create a safe place to help homeless veterans get back on their feet.
We decided to stop by and visit some of the soldiers who have helped keep us safe. And we have a surprise you won't want to miss.
We've become a collective impact agency to help veterans through the challenges that arise from the emotional scars of war usually. And so we try to run a school helping them learn to think like civilians so that they can get along. I mean, the country teaches them very well to go to war. We don't teach them very well to come home.
One big part of Valor Clinic is Paul's house in Jonas. It's a safe haven for homeless veterans.
I like this place. It saved my life.
How did it save your life?
Before this, I was sleeping in the car.
And is Paul's house helping you figure out how to make it work on your own and how to live a full life?
Wasn't for Paul's house, I wouldn't be getting some of my benefits that I'm doing now.
And how important is a place like Paul's house to this community?
It's very important. Mark, can't say nothing bad about him, man. What he's doing for the vets, homeless, it's amazing.
We're home now. We're safe. Yeah. It's a great crew here. They do just amazing things, and it's small enough. You know, there's only 12 rooms, so I think it's very important to have a place like this in the community, and just someplace where you can call home and be safe.
Sean spent his military career in the Special Forces. Now he spends his time with Echo.
So this is Echo. He's a Belgian Malinois. He's 2.5 years old, and he is a gift from the Green Beret Foundation out of San Antonio. They provide care for severely wounded or Gold Star families. And so he's my service dog and helps save my life every day.
Stress reliever?
Yeah, amongst other things, yeah. He actually, it's really interesting. He sleeps with me, and he coordinates his breathing and his heart rate with mine. So if it palpitates, like I have a bad dream, then he'll nibble my ear or lick my face and wake me up.
Calm you down.
Yeah, and he reminds me to take my meds. And he loves my family. He's very protective. Yeah,
Awesome. That's like perfect.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's really a blessing. I've had him for over a year now, and yeah, we've had a great time together.
Good puppy.
Good jump.
He likes it better when it bounces, because then he can fly through.
Right to you, Zack. He was running right towards Zack, smiling for the camera.
We're bouncing.
He is super fast.
The Valor Clinic has lots of things going on all the time.
And today there's a really big surprise for one of the veterans. Mark, you want to tell us about it?
Jose, come on up. Come on up. One of our supporters decided they wanted you to be able to get back and forth to work, and they donated this van for you.
Jose, you got wheels.
You got wheels.
We got wheels. And the keys are in it. You want to sit behind the wheel?
Start it up. Let's do this.
Oh, man.
Oh, listen to that purr.
Oh my God. Jose, it's one more step.
One more
you.
step,
One more
right?
step.
And how about the wonderful community that's helping the veterans?
Yes. Thanks so much. I thank Mark so much for everything.
Mark's great, isn't he?
Yes.
How
I
important?
just can't believe it.
How important is it to have a vehicle like this to help you get back and
man.
forth to work?
It's very amazing, like going from having to, you know, get a ride, catch a ride to work. Now I can just.
So how
That's
long have you
myself.
been working and having to get back and forth?
About a month and a half, almost 2 months.
And how have you been doing it? Just catch and ride with
Right.
friends?
Yes.
It's hard, so now you have your independence too.
Right.
And you have a van, you can pick people up along the way.
Yeah, I can take
now
everybody.
you can return the favor, right?
Right. Now I can help other veterans.
Yes,
And that's a
absolutely.
wonderful thing.
Right. Feel like I'm dreaming.
He's come a long way. Made a lot of changes, dealt with some of his demons, and come out on top. I mean, you can't help but clap for people. It's like a success story, and the reality is we provide an opportunity to do that. We can't do it for them.
Nope.
I mean, you can't. If they don't make the effort, you don't get anywhere. You try to keep them motivated to do it. You try to give them reasons to get motivated to do it. But in the end, it's them. They do this.
Thank you so much.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Anything to help you succeed.
You know what this calls for? You ready? Happy dance. If there ever was a reason for a happy dance, this is it.
Oh, man. Thank you, Mark.
We want to make sure you're in a position to succeed. So
Yes.
if you put in the effort, good things happen, right?
Yes.
Good things happen.
Yes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Surprised he didn't do a salsa happy dance.
I could do that with you.
We do like to dance.
I'm watching, coming for that.
Hey, maybe,
was far, far away.
maybe
my
you should
God.
take us for a ride.
Right, okay.
That's okay.
I'm very grateful to be here. Valor House has given me my life back. I have accomplished things that I thought I never could on my own.
Hug. I'm so happy for you.
I'm happy for you too. Oh yeah. Good luck.
You're gonna do great.
Yes.
The Valor Clinic is a wonderful organization helping our homeless veterans get their lives back. You can help out. Visit the website valorclinic.org for more information.
This holiday season, volunteers at Valor will be collecting food for Thanksgiving and Christmas meals. They need a variety of items from turkeys to sweet potatoes. Donations can be dropped off at their location on Route 534 in Jonas.
Next on Talk of the Town, holiday gift ideas you can make yourself. These cupcakes look and smell delicious. They are courtesy of Lisa Deemer from Kitchen Chemistry. Thank you. I love cupcakes.
I love cupcakes too, but today we're not at Kitchen Chemistry. We're at Pocono Soap, and although we're using ingredients that we could eat, we don't want to eat what we're making today, right, Lisa?
Right.
Wait, what are we making?
We're going to be making soap.
Okay. Good
So I
reason not
guess
to eat it.
I should put the cupcakes away?
Yep, you're going to have to wait, Kim, a little while.
I don't want to wait to eat cupcakes, but I'm not going to put them far,
Okay.
They don't have to go far.
I'm going to look for finger marks in a little while.
and you might find them. Okay, what kind of soap are we making? I'm guessing it has oatmeal in it.
Yes, we're going to be making a very pure oatmeal milk and honey soap today. It's safe for sensitive skin, there's no fragrance added, and it's just going to be yummy for the autumn. I measured out your water and your lye, and we're just going to pour that in together and stir. I gave you extra large containers so that it doesn't cause any
Overflow.
problems.
Yeah.
All right, so now this literally just shot up to about 180 degrees.
You can feel the heat coming off of it.
Yep. So now just set that off to the side,
Let it cool off a little.
and we're going to let it cool off. we're going to be measuring out oils. And all of these oils have a really important part in making the soap special. Now I'm going to add 2 ounces of palm kernel.
Now this, you have this so organized, it's like a class. You do this as a class,
We do classes
right?
all the time, and this is one of our most popular classes. It's really, I've broken it down. I've been teaching this class for close to 20 years, and it's really broken down to super simple, successful recipe. Now the next oil we're going to measure out is the shea butter. Shea butter is a luxury oil. It's in there to add softness to the lotion, to the bar of soap, and also to nourish your skin.
Fancy ladle.
It sure is.
It is a fancy
sure
ladle.
is. No special story behind it, just a garage sale font.
Not a left-handed ladle.
I know, I've been there.
But it gave me exactly an ounce. I'm sorry.
It does, see that? And then now we're going to add coconut oil. And what's great about coconut oil is that it adds bubbles to our soap.
It does?
Okay, yes. Coconut.
Why does it add bubbles?
It just makes a nice thick lather to your soap. So now we're going to add 2 ounces of coconut oil. So the next one is going to be olive oil. You're going to use 7 ounces of this. It's the most affordable oil. It's loaded with nutrients for your skin, and it really makes a lovely, lovely bar of soap.
This is going to make a big bar of soap, or is this
It's
multiple?
going to make a 1 full pound. Today it's going to weigh out as 20 ounces, but once you cut it and let it cure, it's going to go down to a pound of soap, which is 4 bars. It's really, really a great recipe. So you can save the 4 bars for yourself, or you can share it with family.
Holiday gifts,
Yes,
too?
yes. Now we're using sweet almond oil. It's very nourishing for your skin. All right, and last but not least, we're going to use castor oil. And this stuff is as thick as car oil. But what this does is make those big, strong bubbles. Like the coconut oil makes the lather, but this makes the big bubbles. And then we're going to do 1 ounce. Now, if you don't add fragrance, this is a really pure, wholesome bar of soap. But if you want to add some fragrances, I'll put them here, and you can add 1 ounce of fragrance to this container.
So we have our choice. This is chestnuts and brown sugar fragrance oil.
Need to
Sounds
smell
good.
it.
This is called, I'm not kidding, monkey farts. Are you ready?
I don't know that I want to smell that one.
You'll be really surprised at how great that smells.
I would imagine it's just a silly name.
All right, let's smell monkey farts.
Right.
Because why not?
Think
Why
about
not?
what monkeys eat.
Bananas. Yeah. I don't know if I can do monkey farts, really. It's just one of those things. My bar of soap can't be called the monkey fart. Maybe it can. I know a lot of guys, I can give them to them.
I like pumpkin spice, and I like chestnut brown sugar.
Oh, that does smell nice. All right, you pick. Which one do you want?
I'll do that one.
Okay. And in honor of the month of pumpkins, the season of pumpkins, I'll do the pumpkin spice.
Good.
And we want 1 ounce.
Here,
Yes,
you
pour in.
can do monkey farts.
Okay, I'll do monkey farts. I'm not afraid. So now what we're going to do is add 1 tablespoon of oatmeal, one tablespoon of milk, of dried goat's milk. We like the dried goat's milk because we can add it at this stage. If you add the liquid goat's milk, you have to mix it in with the water, and then it tends to curdle, and then the soap smells a little bad for a couple of weeks, so it's like discouraging. So by
1 scoop.
1 scoop. Then I'm just going to add a little bit of honey. Now we're going to use this really fun tool which literally revolutionized soap making. Back in the day, you would have to stir this for hours and hours and hours, literally 6 hours, before it would come to what's called trace. But somebody
Decided to
stick a blender in there, and it was actually a miracle how it shrinks down to about a minute or 2. So now look how that looks like vanilla pudding.
Yeah,
Isn't that
creamy
amazing?
looking.
Thickened
That
up-
was less than a
thickened up,
minute. It's
yeah.
just really a miracle. So now the reason why I do this before I add the fragrance and everything is because this way I can use my blender over and over again without
before.
interfering.
So you don't get monkey farts in the
Exactly,
pumpkin
no
spice.
monkey farts in the vanilla lace, okay? All right, but before you go, I'm going to just add my fragrance because now I only have a minute or so before this actually turns into soap. So I have to really quickly throw my fragrance in there,
Get it
stir
going.
it up, and then I'm pouring it into a milk carton. And that's my mold.
I was wondering why we had milk cartons sitting here.
Yep.
Why is it better to use a soap like this than something you buy at the grocery store?
Well, because all of the natural ingredients in there, when you mix these two things, one of the byproducts is glycerin, and glycerin holds the moisture into your skin. So it's definitely healthier. You're not getting any other chemicals added. If you don't add a fragrance, there's virtually nothing except edible food grade product in there. So it's really going to be much more healthier for your skin. That's it. So now what happens is,
Smells almost as good as your cupcakes.
tomorrow you will rip this container right off the soap. You're going to get a chunk. It's going to look like a block of cheese. Cut it into 4 bars and set it on a piece of saran wrap or a piece of parchment and let it air dry for 3 to 4 weeks. And then you can wrap it and give it away as gifts or use it yourself.
All right, we're going to be back a little later in the show, and you're going to make something else with us. What are we going to do?
We are going to be making lotion bars.
Okay. All right, we'll see you in a little bit later.
Let's make some pumpkin pie.
Happy Thanksgiving, Grammy Booth! That's a good idea. Very traditional, right? This time of year?
That's right.
Yes,
Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Let's do this. What do we get?
We could cut this pumpkin up, but we're not going to do that today, right? We're going to take the little easier way out than having to cook up and process. This is going to be a decoration over here.
Because someone already did it for us and they put it in a can, right?
Yes, and you're working ladies, working girls.
Yes.
And don't have time to cut up a pumpkin and boil it. So we're going to use canned pumpkin for a change.
Okay.
All right, so this is a quick recipe. Pumpkin goes in the giant bowl.
Oh, how much pumpkin did we need?
15 ounces. Okay, what goes in here next, Graham?
Well, you girls look while I get my glasses.
We can be your eyes today.
We can be your eyes today.
Okay.
Brown sugar, 3/4 cup. And it's already measured out in this handy dandy little cup container that looks like it's been around for
100 years.
Are we going to start mixing this together, Graham?
You may as well.
And while she's doing that,
Thank you.
next we need 1 1/4 teaspoons of cinnamon. Is that right?
That's right. I have my glasses now.
They're very stylish. Love them.
With the magic of TV, my glasses just showed up.
It's amazing how Zack can do that.
Oh, doesn't that smell good?
Smells
As
good.
soon as you put the cinnamon in, it smells wonderful. Okay, what's after
And
that?
then 1 teaspoon of ginger.
Okay, here you go, Ree.
Thank you.
And then 1/4 teaspoon of cloves. After we did all that, it's 4 eggs. We break 4 eggs. You can have 2 and you can have 2. I don't want you girls to fight.
2.
And then you mix up the 4 eggs.
Ooh,
And then you use 1.5 cups of half and half.
a cup and a half of half and half.
I know, it sounds as if I'm stammering.
We're doing
doesn't it?
a rhyme.
Then after you put
Are you
that
ready
in,
for this?
Yep.
And it goes.
We've got to put the pie crust in the oven. There, lay that over it.
Like that.
Now, here's a question I have for you. Your edges look very nice. Did you do this with a fork?
Yes, yes.
That's how, when I was a kid, that was always my job when we first started baking.
Kids,
all right.
Kids always like to do that. That's pretty. That's a pretty
It's
color. isn't it?
beautiful.
Yes.
Looks just like pumpkin pie. Not cooked.
While we're waiting, Graham, do you know any pumpkin pie rhymes or limericks or songs?
Peter, Peter, pumpkin eater, had a wife and couldn't keep her. Put her in a pumpkin shell, and there he kept her very well.
Wonder if she ate pumpkin pie when she was in that pumpkin shell.
He wouldn't be doing that today.
He was putting her out to work. She would be going out to work.
Yeah, she'd be doing it on her own.
She said, "You get the supper ready. You cut that pumpkin. I'm not going to do it."
Here comes the pie crust. It looks good, Graham. You did a great job on that. It's flaky looking to
Oh,
me.
it smells good too.
Smells good.
Careful, it's probably
Starting
a little
to bake
hot.
up a little bit.
Here we go. In it goes. Think it'll all fit?
Nope. So I can tell you what my mom would do.
We'll add a little more.
She'd put it in another little
She'd get a little dish and make
dishes.
little custard dishes or something like that.
Yeah.
Do you have any of those, Zach?
Zach's like, what's a custard dish?
Excuse me?
All right, but that's pretty full. That looks good. Oh, look at, he does have a custard dish.
And we called this in our house when we would do this, we called it pumpkin mush. Basically pumpkin pie without the crust.
I like that.
Pumpkin mush.
And you know what? The recipe doesn't call for it, but I like to see a little cinnamon sprinkled on top.
I'm with you, Graham.
Yes, I like that too.
That looks better, doesn't it?
Yes.
All right, in the oven it goes.
And don't trip.
I'll try not to.
Oh,
Try to be very steady.
good job. This pie is done and it looks great.
Ooh, does look good. No mess.
No mess.
I'm proud of you, girls. I'm proud of you. Okay, if everybody's not too tired, why don't we have some tea or coffee and a piece of this pie, because it looks as if you girls did really, really well.
With your guidance, Graham.
Yes, it's always with your guidance. And it probably isn't as cool as some people would like it, but you know, you can't wait forever.
Right.
Oh, I always think you ought to have some right out of the oven.
Look at that.
Oh, that's
Nice.
beautiful.
And you can have the very first one.
You want some whipped cream on top?
Sure, just a little, thanks. Oh, that's pretty.
Yeah.
Zach, this one's for you, right here. I want a little more than that.
Hers ends up on the side.
It's tipsy.
There we go. It can go right back over.
Oh, that's good with the cream.
Lots of spices. Very good.
We did well. Thank you, Graham.
The pie is so nice and spicy, you hardly even notice the crust, do you?
I noticed the crust.
Move
I like
forward.
crust. A great addition to any Thanksgiving table. We're back at Pocono Soap to make something else really nice for our skin.
That's right. Lisa Deemer, you brought in your lovely daughter to help us out.
Yes, Amanda is my manager at Pocono Soap, and she teaches classes in lotion bars, and this is the exact same product that we sell on the shelf as well.
Cool. All right, Amanda, get us going. What do we do?
All right. Okay, so we're using a super simple recipe. Lotion bars are probably one of my favorite things to teach people who are just diving into natural body care, because it is only 3 ingredients. Okay. So we're using coconut oil, we're using cocoa butter, and we're using beeswax. And we do sell these ingredients here at Pocono Soap if you have issues finding them. Beeswax is going to kind of hold it all together to create like a balm, very similar to a lip balm. So we're going to do equal parts of these 3 ingredients. These are really popular for wedding favors, shower favors, and you'll see why, because they're super fun. All right, so the next step, now we've melted our recipe together, so you guys can pick a fragrance that you'd like. Ooh. We have a few here. Egyptian jasmine,
Let's smell some of these. Let's smell some of these.
Yeah. Lavender, vanilla, peppermint, and little black dress, which is a nice.
Got any elephant feet?
enough monkey farts
elephant
for the soap.
feet. I think I'll do vanilla lavender.
I'm going to do the peppermint, if
okay.
you're okay with vanilla.
I'll do vanilla.
I like the little black dress
How
too.
much are we putting in?
So for the peppermint, it's a little stronger. So I think you do about 2 dropperfuls. You do about 3 to 4 dropperfuls of the fragrance. One of the great things about lotion bars is you can make them in any shape that you want. And then a lot of people will package them like this in the tin. So you can go ahead and pour. I would do about an ounce. So now I'm also giving you guys each a tube, and I really like these. This is how we sell them at Pocono Soap. These are a best-selling item for us. They're popular gifts. These are push-up tubes, so the bottom will push up. Particularly great for your feet, for heels. Super easy for people to reach and use.
Wow, what a cool idea.
These are also really popular with children because it's like they're drying all over their skin. This is mica powder. So this is like a food grade used in natural makeup making. So you can put this on your skin. You put a little bit. It's not going to color your skin or anything. If you put a ton, it would turn into like a big lipstick. But we're not going to do that.
We're not going to put a ton.
No. So literally, you're just going to take like the tip of a stick.
I'll take the orange since you're doing pink.
There you go. Okay. That should be good.
Hand me a pumpkin because since I have orange.
There we go.
What a great idea.
Since I've got the orange going.
Perfect. Looks so pretty, right? I love those shimmery ones. So once you add something like fragrance, you don't want to then use it for lip balm. I just want to make sure everybody knows that lip balm
No lip balms.
Yes, it's just if you're using like a peppermint essential or nothing at all, because these are not safe for the mouth.
Nice.
Flip it around, perfect little shapes.
Oh, perfect.
One more project coming up, so don't go away. Lisa will be back with a surprise. What do you get when you mix corn husks
And a whole bunch of acorns.
Oh, a rustic, talk of the town, November craft, of course.
Of course, and we need the glue guns.
Absolutely. All right, so this seemed like it was going to be really fun. I found this somewhere online. I don't even remember where we were surfing.
Pinterest, probably.
Probably. But we have little wreath forms to start, and we have a piece of ribbon we're going to make our little hanger. Figured we'd do that first.
Guess it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't really matter. It's going to be your top. Wherever you put it is going to be your top. So we have our glue guns, and we have lots of corn husks, and they're very rustic. When I took the corn out of these, I kind of left them in one piece as much as I could, because I thought what we could do is kind of take them around and glue them like this.
So that they have a little depth.
So there's a little depth there, right?
Okay.
And I think this one's going to take quite a bit of glue just to make sure you fasten everything well enough that it doesn't start falling apart.
This is kind of a cool project that doesn't take a lot of money, and it definitely says it's fall, Thanksgiving, decorating.
Yep.
And you know, whenever we pull out the glue guns, I'm happy.
Me too.
And Zack doesn't even complain about glue guns. White glue, he's not a fan. Glue guns, he can handle. Some of the corn husks are a little sadder than others.
Well, that's what happens this time of year when you're hanging out in the cornfield, I guess. What do you think, Zack?
It's turning into something.
It is definitely turning into something. What it is turning into, we're not sure yet, but it's turning into something. And I think when it's all done, it's going to be rustic and cool. And the only thing that needed to be purchased was the frame.
The wreath forms and the glue guns, or glue.
Yeah. Well, we had our glue.
And ribbon. But I found that in the basement too. Wasn't anything I went out and bought.
Did you ever wonder what Marie's basement looks like?
Craft Central!
Bins of crafts, probably, or boxes of craft stuff.
Maybe someday we should go into my basement and take a tour.
I don't know if it'll be as much fun as it sounds.
No, it's a little scary.
The viewer with the long memory will recall that we were down there when RFO was here doing your energy efficiency.
About that.
Right.
Check.
Did we show a lot of my basement then, though? Like, or were we kind of being selective as to what we showed?
We were showing what they were doing in the basement.
Right. Well, it looks like I bought, it looks like I collected just enough of the corn husks, really.
So if you're doing this project, get a lot of corn husks.
Yep.
That's the moral of that story.
More than what you think you need. So I don't know about you. I've got all the way around now. I'm just like, I want to stand up and look at it and see where I think it needs more.
Yeah, I have some places where I can see green, so that's where I'm gonna add a little bit more.
Oh, mine needs some right there.
There's a few more.
Okay. Let's take a look. What do you think, Zack, so far? Any holes?
Yeah, are we good?
So rustic.
No spiders. Do you see any holes?
I don't. No, I don't see any green wire.
All right, good. Well, then we're gonna move on. Next thing we have is a piece of black felt. Well, not felt, it's like actually a foam, right?
But it could be felt, whatever works for you.
Whatever you have. This was another thing I found in the basement. So what we want to do is do a circle that we can kind of glue in there. And now I don't know if we should put it on the top or the bottom. I was thinking the bottom, but
Then all the stems are
then all the stems, yeah. So maybe it'll be on the top.
I think I like the idea of putting it on the back side. You know what, Marie? We might only have to use one of your pieces of foam.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Okay, now we cut out our circles.
Yeah. And we're gonna stick really rustic with doing acorns when we put the middles in, but I was thinking about this. Think about what it would be like if you did this whole thing in like glitter. Black glitter. Kim's like, I'm stopping, I'm not doing it.
Where's the black glitter?
But wouldn't that be cool, like to have something rustic and glittery?
Since I collected all the acorns,
we're using them.
We're using them. Is that how you did it? Did you just do that?
Mm-hmm. But you have yours on the bottom though?
That's
mine's
the bottom.
Yeah, mine's the top. So mine has a bigger middle than yours.
So we'll see how it goes. Yes, yours has a bigger middle.
Which means I'm gonna need more acorns than you.
Well, we have a lot of acorns. Oh, you're doing a very nice design.
Well, for now. I don't know what the next row is gonna look like.
I'm gonna have to make him 2 layers because the fact that I went on the bottom makes it sunk down, so I have to build it up, I think. So I think putting it on the top is probably the way to go.
The better way.
Yep. You know, this is one of those projects, Marie, where you could just keep adding and adding more acorns.
Yeah, I hate that kind of project too.
I think mine's almost done.
Mine's almost done. Here it is, Zach. The last acorn going into place. Not even sure where it's going to go into place. Maybe right there.
Mine is done. I think these are adorable.
Yeah, I'm kind of digging them too.
Let's evaluate the difference that we did here, because yours was a little different than mine, right?
Yeah.
All right.
So mine because I went under, my acorns are they're not quite as puffy as yours. Yours stand up a little bit above the corn husks.
You'll have to decide which one that you like better.
Yeah, and I think it might just be which way works better once you get the corn husks.
I think so too, because you have to make sure you have the room to do what you need to do. But I think they both worked for sure.
Yeah, I think this is an awesome project, and it's not like it was hard. And now you have something to hang on your door.
I'm gonna hang mine on the window right behind us. Okay.
Cool.
All right, let's do it. I think it looks good.
I think it looks fabulous.
Good job.
Lisa Deemer's back, and we've got some holiday gift ideas from Pocono Soap. Hi, Lisa.
Hi.
All right, what are we going to do?
Okay, we are going to use all these odd things in the house that you never would think you could make a craft of. First of all, we have our good old bullet or a blender you can use, okay? We're also going to be taking this off. I'm going to fill it halfway with some water. And then we're going to fill it with toilet paper.
Okay. This is not something we're going to eat, right?
No, we're not eating this. We're not eating this, but it's going to be a lot of fun. So we're going to just stuff that in there.
How much toilet paper's going in there?
You're going to kind of like, I want to slush this up. So it's going to be full, but not jam-packed.
Yeah. You want to
okay,
make
so it's kind of hard to say 2 cups of toilet paper.
Yeah, you want to make a slurry.
Yes, okay, a little bit more.
Did you tell Charmin that you're doing this toilet paper?
No.
I don't know. You tell me what
That
we
should
get
be good.
there.
That should be good. So now we have cookie cutters.
Oh, I'll do a snowflake.
Okay, you do a snowflake, and I'm going to do a Christmas tree.
Okay, wonderful. And then I will do a leaf.
Okay. Okay.
So what's going to happen now is I'm going to take this slush and I'm going to pour it through a strainer. But I'm not going to squish it out because what I want to do is take a handful of this and fill up my mold. Okay.
It's clean.
It's clean.
It's clean.
It's clean.
Don't worry.
It's just, it looks weird.
Okay, if toilet paper is too rough for you, you could use tissues. So now what we're going to do, and the reason why we're doing this on a towel is because we have to flatten this out. We're literally creating paper right now.
Yeah.
So take your towel corner and just press all that water out, okay? Get into all the nooks and crannies.
Where did you come up with this idea? I know your brain never stops. This is different even for you.
It is. It's quite weird. I've been doing this for many years, though. This was a craft project I did with my kids. I just felt I needed a way to use these cookie cutters that I had, and this kind of came up to me, and I just really thought it's inexpensive.
I have cookie cutters. Let's whip up some toilet paper.
So once you get as much water as you can out of that, you basically just push it out of the cookie cutter.
Okay.
So what we want to do now is dehydrate this. So we're going to take these, we're going to pop them in the microwave for 2 minutes on each side. In 4 minutes, this is going to be an ornament or a fragrance.
Wow.
A fragrance
so
thing.
it's quick. Okay, we've stuck them in the microwave and they're all dehydrated.
Now the one thing you want to do is not overdo it, because if you do, you're going to get a little burn mark. Okay?
Like that. That was a practice one.
Not mine. Just so you know, it may be a tree, but I had nothing to do with it.
Okay, okay. So now what's going to happen is we're going to color these.
Okay.
So we have here food color, and I've just watered it down with a little clear alcohol. And then this is kind of like watercolors. So what I'm doing here is I'm just randomly, for me, I'm going to do 2 tones. So I'm just going to take some orange.
Because you're making a fall leaf.
Making a fall leaf. So I'm going to just mix a little yellow.
Oh, look at you being all creative.
And then maybe a little bit of red. It's a maple leaf that I'm doing, so red's okay. You can paint both sides if you want. It's up to you.
Okay.
And then you're going to add a fragrance to the back, okay?
Ah.
Before we do that, we'll wait till you guys paint up, and then we're going to add a little hole on the top.
Oh, so we can hang them.
So look what we have to use to make a hole. A wine opener.
I knew that this should be a wine project.
We'll go down about 3/4 of an inch, and I'm just going to take the wine opener, break it through, and then give it a little twist in just to make sure the hole's big enough to put a piece of ribbon through.
Something through.
Okay.
Yes. This is tougher than you would think to get through there.
No, you're through.
Well, yeah, you know what? Because of the paper. But
Yeah.
once you get it, yeah, it's 2 ply. You know, Marie, you got to work a little harder.
Yeah,
Might even be
A little
3
harder
ply.
for the luxury.
Yeah.
Oops. I'll save you. I'll save you. Don't worry.
You might not be able to save me.
Okay, look at
All right, for all of you at home. Yeah, well,
Right.
I'll do better next time.
Right.
But the tip of my tree broke off.
So the 2 ways to repair that is if you literally, it still looks like a tree. It's just it's a Charlie Brown tree.
Give it a little
Okay.
squeeze.
So I'm going to just put a hole down a little further.
And fix it.
Yes.
I think it was the hole that messed me up. But
It
anyway,
could be,
okay,
it
all right.
could
I'm
be.
going to paint it green and we'll go from there.
Yes. Yeah, because this guy's a little shot.
He's a little done.
Yeah.
Take 2.
Wonderful. Very good. I'm so excited for you now. So now choose a fragrance, okay?
Okay.
Whichever one you want. We have lavender, we have tea tree, we have pine, cedar, and also orange. So whatever fragrance you like. These are essential oils.
Yeah, I'll do orange.
Okay.
Orange.
I just feel the need to do pine needle.
Okay. You know, if you want it to be strong, you put a few more drops. If you want it to be light, a few less. You could always refill it. Like every month you could put a couple of drops on the back if you like.
Were you mixing smells?
Did I pick up yours?
Yeah. Yours is orange now. You have an orange tree.
I don't know
my
what.
goodness.
I'm going to mix it. It's going to be orange and pine.
It'll be potpourri.
It will be potpourri.
Okay. So you guys can now...
It is potpourri. I can smell it.
You can use these on your holiday trees. You can use them in your car. You can put them in closets, in the bathroom, near teenage boys' sneakers.
They're so cute.
Isn't that something?
Yes.
I'm going to pick mine up very carefully because I haven't had a lot of luck here.
Yes.
There's my Christmas tree that I decorated.
A leaf.
Awesome. And several holidays represented.
Yes, exactly. And any holiday, children's crafts, if you're having a children's birthday party, this is a fun thing to do with them.
For sure.
Right. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're welcome. My pleasure.
It is always fun when Lisa Deemer tries to teach us anything.
You can stop by Pocono Soap in Stroudsburg and sign up for any of the classes going on this month. But hurry, they don't run classes in December.
Well, good news for one lucky viewer. We have a $25 gift certificate to Pocono Soap. Just head to our Facebook page, like the correct photo in our November album, and let us know your favorite part of the segment for a chance to win. Good luck.
Things are popping at Kinsley's Market this time of year. Chef John Hunt is always working on something new.
This time he's pairing wine with one of my favorite snack foods. We've got popcorn.
Bring on the parties.
Movie night.
And football.
Don't forget the wine.
Wow.
Easy, dog, easy.
Hi, Kathy. We like you.
That's a lot of wine.
Sure. We have 14 different local wineries in Kinsley ShopRite. And we have somebody here 7 days a week tasting them.
And we're going to mix popcorn with wine?
Yeah,
Sure.
actually, Kim, it's a thing now.
It's a thing?
Yeah, Marie, I didn't even know it was a thing until I started to do a little investigating.
Yes.
And it's great for movie night, tailgating, watching the Eagles.
Football, the Eagles. Go Birds.
Yes, go Birds. Right. And anything else you can just put together with it.
All right.
So,
Lots of ingredients here. Let's get started.
yes. Okay, so this is going to be a spicy sriracha.
Spicy sriracha.
Right. And I was when I was investigating these different types of popcorns, there was a lot of them that had like a powdery way of incorporating it into the popcorn. But then I was wondering how you do a sriracha, because there's no sriracha powder or anything like that.
Right.
So what they do is they incorporate it into the actual butter that you're using.
So is it just sriracha and butter?
It's just sriracha and butter, melted
Easy,
butter,
very
clarified
Easy
butter,
enough,
right?
easy enough.
And
it
when-
pairs with, you've got a Merlot here and a Conscious, which is like a white zin.
Right, yeah.
These are
that's
from Blue Ridge?
Yes, and those are perfect to pair with this particular type of spicy popcorn. So I'm just going to drizzle a little bit on here. And use a very fine grained salt. Don't try and use like a kosher salt or anything. It's not going to incorporate.
Too big.
Good. Yeah. So.
He was waiting. No, I was just going to go like that. You want me to flip this puppy, right?
Yeah. We've done this. We've been down this road before. Yeah. That's it. Okay. I think we've had enough. We know Kim flipping popcorn or whatever it is. It's never going to stay in the bowl.
I can flip all kinds of things. It doesn't mean it's going to stay anywhere.
Exactly. It never
That
does
looks
with
good,
you.
though.
Yeah.
All right, we need a
Let's
bowl.
put a bowl.
Put it
And
right
then we're going
back
to put
in.
them all
Right here?
aside.
Yeah.
Give them all a try later.
Okay.
We have a Blue Ridge tasting bar, which operates 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. You can come in every day. I always have other vendors here that are local. They come in and sample their wine. They'll pair their wine with different items. We go to the chef sometimes and have him give us items that we can pair with. And we give you suggestions. If we pair with one wine, doesn't mean you can't pair with something else.
Next up, something to pair with Chardonnay. What kind of flavor?
Okay, so when I was researching these particular pairings, this particular popcorn, which is going to be a garlic ranch parmesan,
yum.
Chardonnays kept coming up all over the place.
All right.
A lot of these popcorns with the wines are interchangeable, but this one, it seemed like it was always the
Everybody liked
Chardonnay
that,
with
yeah.
the garlic ranch.
In goes the popcorn.
Okay. Then we're going to do it now. There's no measuring in this. It's all.
Gas. Take a gas.
Yay!
Take a gas.
All right,
guess
so
what I got.
if you're doing parm, you know I'm all about the cheese. Let's
Yeah.
just throw that in there.
Okay. All right. Get more, Kim?
A little more. All right, that should be
Okay.
perfectly
All right, just to
cheesy.
be on the same side. Okay. Then we got the garlic ranch powder. Okay. We're just gonna Sprinkle a little bit of that
sounds
in
like
there.
fun too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of salt. Like I said, the fine salt. And a wee bit of butter. Now, this
why
is
do you have two
clarified
different
butter.
butters there?
Okay, I'm glad you asked me that. So this is a regular clarified butter. When you clarify butter, you're pretty much just taking out the milk, fats, and solids. Now, this is a little more amber color. This is still clarified butter, but I just let it go a little longer. So it builds on richness of flavor. It makes it more like nutty tasting.
Right. Starting
you know?
on its way to caramel.
Right, exactly.
On its way to caramel.
So which one do you like with this?
This one I'm going to use the regular clarified butter.
Okay.
You're just going. Is that how you're going to incorporate everything? Just like, come
being
on now.
I'm being really
Kim
careful.
had it all over the floor and the countertop. You just.
It's working.
Be a little more adventurous.
All right, go ahead. We want popcorn There you
There
go.
we go.
All right, okay, that's good. There's no middle of the road with you, Marie. Oh my goodness.
I was just trying to be careful.
Okay, yeah, it didn't look like it at the end, did it?
It didn't look like
Okay, so
she
we-
threw all caution to the wind, along with the
gonna have to-
popcorn. And then this gets paired with our
The Chardonnay.
Chardonnay.
Now, this Chardonnay, I like to point out, it's not an oaky Chardonnay, okay? And you don't really want a very oaky Chardonnay or any kind of oaky with your popcorn because it clashes. So if you're going to use a Chardonnay, make sure you get an
Like a
un-oaky
buttery-
Yes, beautiful.
buttery, beautiful Chardonnay.
Exactly.
Mwah.
Okay.
A lot of them come in with an idea of a wine. Well, I've never had red, so I don't think I like it. You can give them a sample of it and they'll change their taste. They might find something here that they would have never tried if we didn't have a sampling bar.
Everyone loves everything bagel.
And so I guess we're gonna do everything popcorn?
Well, I gotta tell you, when I came across this one, I was like, what?
Gotta
Definitely gotta do
Gotta
this
do
one.
it.
So this is going to be paired with a Riesling, a nice sweet wine.
Beautiful.
Yep.
But I've always loved everything bagels.
Me too.
And all we do is we get the bagel chips and we chop them up, food processor.
You have the
Okay,
bagel.
we got bagel chips. We have sesame seeds.
Nice.
A little
Poppy
granulated
seeds.
onion, sesame seeds.
Oh, also black
Yeah.
sesame
Yeah,
seeds.
the
and
tuxedo.
white. Yes,
Yeah.
Tuxedo
Yeah,
sesame
tuxedo
seeds.
sesame
Because
seeds.
we're going high class here.
Yeah, exactly. And a little granulated garlic.
Okay, let's go.
So we're going to get started here. I'm going to give you the honors of the everything bagel.
How much?
As much or as little as you like.
You think more?
Well, Kim's always going to be like, more.
She's gonna be like, yeah, but there's more other stuff than popcorn.
Yeah, right? All right. I'm going to do the sesame seeds.
Garlic.
Yeah. Easy now, because if it's date night or movie night, it's going to be very tight in there.
Oh, more than
Okay.
that.
Little.
though.
I know. I'm just going slow so that he doesn't say, ah!
So don't freak out.
And onion.
Yes. All right.
Looks good. Are you going to toss that puppy?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, look at him, one-handed.
Oh, on one hand. Oh!
That's the biggest mess. That's the biggest mess ever.
I hope that's not yours, Zach, is it? All right, then you're okay. We hired people to clean that up, I guess. All right, so.
And all of these things that you're whipping up here, you can find right here?
Oh, yeah, everything's in the store. That's where I got everything, like about 10 minutes before you came to the store. I was running around grabbing stuff.
That's because we call him as a chef. Let's do something fun.
Yeah.
And you go, I know just the thing.
Kim always calls me like 6 o'clock on Friday evening and say, can we do something Monday? I was like, okay, I'll think of something. Thanks, Kim.
That's
Thanks
the
for
truth,
that, Kim.
too. The truth. That's when I call him. Because that's when we're like finally wrapping up everything
Yeah.
else. All right, in it goes?
And it goes.
Oh, now we have a lot.
Popcorn is no longer just for kids or for a snack. People serve it on gourmet trays. You can serve it as an appetizer. It works.
We've got one more popcorn flavor to make, and this one pairs with a Pinot Grigio, right, Chef?
That's right. And this one was another one where I was like, no way, are you kidding me? French onion.
French onion.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I used to like, when we make a French onion dip, I used to like taste the French onion mix, and it was like, wow, it's really flavorful.
Yeah.
And so
that's
what you
what
do
you're
is you just take a packet of the French onion dip and, get in the food processor. And this is cool. You know those French
fried onions.
Yes.
Well,
Don't
everybody
put them
sees
right
them
in
on
there.
Thanksgiving with
Yeah.
the green beans.
Well,
Yep.
there you go. There's another use that you can have. You can cross-utilize your ingredients. Okay, so we're going to go. And now this, you don't need a lot of salt because this is naturally
'Cause it has
kind of salty.
salty.
Yeah.
Okay.
And let's go with I'm gonna let you do that one.
How much?
Exactly, how much?
Keep going until it overflows into the supply bin.
The world might never know. Okay, so let's, a little bit of this, not much.
I love how it's all these savory kind of things.
Yes.
All right, are you gonna whip that up in the air?
No, he's done with
No,
that.
I'm not doing that anymore. I'm done.
Our popcorn is all lined up.
And our wine is poured. Cheers!
Cheers!
Give it a try.
So
All
do
right.
we eat or we drink first? Or both?
You can do whatever
Can
you want.
eat and drink at the same time?
Sriracha.
I love everything bagel. Now's your chance to win some popcorn and wine. Head to our Facebook page, like the correct photo in our November album, and let us know your favorite popcorn and wine pairing for a chance to win a gift basket from Kinsley ShopRite. All these flavors pop.
That's popcorny.
No, you're both cornbally.
Well, whatever you are, be the talk of the town. And Kitchen Chemistry's Lisa Deemer takes us to Pocono Soap, where we ship up some great, oh no, ship up, go back.
Ship.
Was it ship? Whip.
Ship up.
I don't know why, yeah, for some reason I saw ship.